There are two types of people in the world. Those who wake up in the morning feeling like this, and those who wake up in the morning feeling like this. We know which one we are, but the question is, what's the difference? Carl Jung, a very famous psychiatrist, said at the end of his career that over 1/3 of the patients he's seen actually suffered from no clinical neurosis, but rather from a want of meaning or purpose in their lives. Viktor Frankl, a Jewish psychiatrist and survivor of the Auschwitz death camp, said, as soon as one of his fellow inmates lost their purpose, they'd be dead within a day or two. Purpose makes us whole. Purpose gives us life. Purpose is what gets us out of bed in the morning. And without it, we're drifters. Drifting through life with no direction, no destination, and no end in sight. And life is dull, mundane, monotonous, and meaningless. Sheen called this the anxiety of life. Now, some of us will say, just get through school, get a good job, follow your dreams, get married, raise a family, and make a lot of money. That's your purpose. And these are all good things that are part of purpose, but can't be purpose, because first of all, what if these things don't work out for me? Then what? And second, what if all these things work out for me? Then what? Others will just try to avoid the whole thing and convince ourselves that there's no such thing as purpose. And we'll try to replace the want of purpose with things like pleasures, experiences, and excessiveness. But you know as well as I do, this gets old real fast, and the older we get, the louder those questions become. So what is it? What's my purpose? And how do I break out of this anxiety of life? Well, Sheen offers two solutions. The first is this: go out and help someone. Today, help my neighbor. Who's my neighbor? Anyone near me who's suffering. The poor, the lonely, the sick, the stressed out, the sad, the broken, the beaten down, the depressed, the tired, the hungry, the addicted, the lost, the hurting. Basically, we're all the neighbor. Because when we're living in this anxiety of life, we're living totally for ourselves, trapped in all the junk inside our own heads. And the quickest way out? And the second thing is this: be open. Like our phones receive all kinds of signals from God knows where. We have built-in antennas able to receive infinite signals from outside. We call these. But they've long been disabled, in atrophy, and we can't get a signal anyway because we're surrounded by so much. Enable it, and be open to receive some sort of encounter from God. And it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, or how far away you think you may be. These signals are coming down on all of us, even as we speak, like rain. Just be open. Now, some of us may be thinking, all right, that first one makes sense, but why do I need that second one? The whole God thing makes me a little uncomfortable. Because if the first one is this, the second is this. If the first is this, the second is this. If the first one is this, the second is this. Because the first is, go out and love my neighbor. And the second is, opening up a permanent connection with pure love itself. That is purpose. And this purpose is like the mother of all purposes, and takes all those other purposes into her arms and lifts them all up. Purpose is not something we rationalize or intellectualize or figure out by just thinking about it really, really hard. It's something we do. And when we do, we don't find purpose. Purpose finds us.